things that we are talking about these diseases, do you really think young as tobacco? People do take up these endorsements. What do you think? I mean, what is the role that celebrities can play, and what is the impact on young people?
Well, I think first of all, when a celebrity takes upon himself to endorse a pan masala, he's definitely being very ignorant. When you face the situation firsthand, you realize that these are the things that you cannot touch, let alone be a role model. Social responsibility. But where is the ignorance? How do you kind of correct that? Because till my son didn't have cancer, I didn't realize most of the hurdles that I had to cross in that situation. There, for example, cancer is do that. You get down to actually making, huge lifestyle changes. For example, sleeping, handling stress, your diet. A lot of dietary things that are promoted by celebrities, they still don't know that is harmful. Kerala has started a very good thing, fat tax, which has been started, which I tweeted yesterday and felt that it should be inculcated in all states. And as far as cigarette smoking, as far as smoking goes, I feel therefore taxing should be banned.
We treat and we move on.
Yeah, like Dr. Bardway was very clear in telling, every day in the newspaper should come, not only on the cancer day.
Then there is no pinch felt of what the disease is, because you don't spend any money and you get state-of-art care depending upon what your income is. It can be free of charge for somebody who is BPL, for some small amount of money, essentially without feeling pinch. So if that's the kind of system available, yes, it wouldn't make any difference. The problem is that the cost of early detection may be small. The cost of recurrent disease may be high, since it's not curable and it is repeatedly requires treatment. But what is equally important, that early detection will, when extended to all cancers, can detect a lot more unnecessary cancers. So the net cost, as United States feels today, is about 20 times more than what India will feel, although the incidence of cancer is only 3 times more. So if 60% of prostate cancer is diagnosed unnecessarily, if 30% of breast cancer is diagnosed unnecessarily, 40% of cervical cancer is diagnosed unnecessarily, and 80% of lung cancer is diagnosed unnecessarily by screening, you have created huge amount of business. And the only difference between medicine and other businesses is that medicine is a business that's something which is not a business but needs to be run like one. The accountability, the QA/QC of all that remains exactly the same as any other business. But it is not a business that needs to be run like other business. If I am a car seller, if I am a telephone seller, I can create need in society that please have my phone. The end point of my existence in society as a doctor is zero disease in society. I cannot create unnecessary disease in society.
If I get you rightly, is that if we are doing procedures, it will not necessarily make a huge difference in costs if we detect them at a particular point. But if the society can afford it, or if an individual can afford it, it still means that an early detection might save that person's financial as an individual level.
So it's again a very simple thing. That if there is a screening procedure, that is no...
The camps are really held like what Tata really does. But corporation definitely has now a policy of treating curable cancers more effectively. For example, now we have trying to have one full center for pediatric cancers coming up in the suburbs like Borivali, and that's all going to be a 130-bedded pediatric cancer center because the results are really good. We are already one center we started in Sion. We already have started in KM. So those where there is definitely a good benefit is seen, I'm sure that is where the corporation will put where the cost effectivity is there.
But get treated also. So what is the plan? You have been a member and advisor to so many government committees, cost and good cancer care delivery in India. So I'll just start with Dr. Bardway. What will be your vision in 10 years down the line about this wording about good cancer 10 years down the line? How do you see India?
Well, first of all, I wish and hope there are more pediatric facilities here, because as far as when we had researched when my son was being treated, there's a dearth of pediatric doctors in India. Most of the kids are being treated by adult oncologists. So, and like Doctor said, there is a pediatric facility coming up in Mumbai and hopefully in other states and other cities, which is very imperative when it comes to treating little kids. And of course, healthcare systems are burdened. I hope there is some kind of provision made to give satisfactory measures, funding to those patients that come from small towns and to support them. The main cause over there for surmounting expenses, like I've heard, is late diagnosis, which when it reaches that stage, it becomes very hard for them to kind of pay up, and then they eventually drop out of treatment. And one thing that I also realized when I went abroad for the treatment of my son, there isn't much emphasis in the medical world on the lifestyle issues of cancer. Everyone is going down the approach of, you've got a problem, pop a pill.
Yeah.
We have to make sure we educate people and make them aware on how do you address the causative nature of cancer. Why does it happen in the first place? If it is a lifestyle issue, what can we do in our lives? And we've seen, I've spoken to so many doctors in Mumbai, kids are pouring in the last 2 decades, in the last decade. What are we doing? What has drastically gone wrong with the water we drink, with the food we eat, with the radiation levels? What is going wrong, and how do we address that? And the system needs to address that. So these are the things that have to be addressed by the medical world, so that at least, you don't allow it to happen in the first place. Let's eradicate cancer and nip it in the bud. Instead of course, treatment options are very, very important, but let's make sure you at least bring in that awareness. Then, of course, if people know that smoking a cigarette will give them cancer and they choose to do it, then, they're puffing their life away. But at least, as far as kids go, there's a choice you make for them. So it's very important for parents also to kind of be educated, and for the government to do that.
Avinash sir, I think we'll have his response regarding the vision.
I think the infrastructure for this will definitely grow. Current 1.3% GDP has to go to at least 2 or 3. Then I'm sure all this will probably be better. But I think more, I feel is what is important for is that there should be more awareness in the public about understanding a cancer and living with it and fighting against it. I think today people should realize that many cancers have a better prognosis than an MDR or an XDR tuberculosis. So I think if people accept it, fight it out and live happily with that and really do that, I'm sure that's a better awareness, and everybody will probably succeed. And then the panic will be less. And I said many things will change and we'll be able to deliver this care much better.
I think it's all of these stakeholders coming together. I think the worst thing that could happen is that 5 years from now we sit here and we're having the same conversation. Because we should have made significant progress. And everyone here represents a function here. I represent private healthcare. Right? We have government, we have public healthcare represented, private healthcare represented, we have media represented. I think we have multiple factions. I think the collaboration, because quite honestly, one of the things that challenges our country in general is that we all work towards one thing, but we do it on our own way. Ek aadmi yahan jata hai, ek yahan jata hai, yahan jata hai, and then we wonder why we're scattered. So we know what needs to be done. We've heard a lot of the answers here. Collaboration and hopefully alignment around it.
Manoj,
Okay, about what I think should be there in the next 10 years or 15 years. I think one is, of course, more excellent cancer treatment centers across the country. As a reporter, when I used to go to Tata Memorial Center, this was of course 10 years ago, I used to see, even now I think, a lot of patients from Eastern India. I think, it completely disproportionate to the population in Bombay. So, and I've heard reports about this so-called cancer train, which takes patients from Punjab to hospital in Rajasthan. I think it's in Bikaner or Sri Ganganagar, and this train is full of patients traveling to Rajasthan from Punjab for treatment. So I think this should, people in are traveling long distances to get cancer treatment. I think this should stop. People should have excellent cancer treatment centers closer to their homes. That's one aspect. Second, I think government programs for cancer. I don't think, you may call cancer a public health issue, but it's not really looked at as a public health issue. So we set up a national cancer control program, I think.
What are they going to tell us? Such eminent personalities.